Hey everybody, Tom Butwin here for Premier Guitar with another episode of PG Plays, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Bose S1 Pro Plus portable PA system. So first I'm going to go through all of the features, just a general overview of the unit, then I'm going to tell you about my actual gigging experience with this PA system, as well as the top 3 use case scenarios that I think exist for it when it comes to guitar players who sing, or really musicians of any kind. But the third thing we're gonna do is make sure you stick around at the end of the video for this. I'm gonna tell you about 2, well, they're not secrets, but they're pretty incredible features you can add on to this, which make it an absolute game changer when it comes to small to medium-sized gigs and the type and amount of gear that you have to bring to them. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video for that. So the S1 Pro Plus is incredibly portable. It only weighs 14.4 pounds. You can easily carry it with one hand, and actually has a battery built in with an 11-hour lifespan. So that means that you can really go anywhere with this, even if you don't have a power source close by. Of course, you can plug it in like you would any other PA system or amplifier if you want to, as well as to charge that battery. Now, you can use this in 4 different physical configurations. You can use it like I have here, tilted back. You could lay it on its side like a more standard wedge monitor on stage. Just throw it on a table, standing up straight, or you could put it on a speaker stand. But the really cool thing about those 4 positions is that there's actually an accelerometer in the speaker, and it knows what position it's in, and it optimizes the EQ for that position. So you're always gonna be getting the best possible sound for the situation you put the S1 Pro Plus in, really without having to think about anything. It just does it for you. Let's talk a little bit about the inputs, the outputs, and the 3-channel mixer that comes with the S1 Pro Plus. Channels 1 and 2 have an XLR 1/4-inch combination jack. Now this allows you to plug just about anything you could possibly imagine into the unit. On channels 1 and 2, of course, you have volume controls, you have treble, bass, and a reverb. All of this is controlled through the push and turn knob. It's very intuitive, and you can see everything you're doing right on the OLED screen that accompanies each channel. It's very easy to read, even out in the sun, so that's really, really cool for practical gig use. Now, channel 3 is a little bit different. We've got some different inputs here. You've got a 1/4-inch, an 1/8-inch, as well as a Bluetooth input. So channel 3 is where you can do things like play in between set music if you want to play music on your breaks, or if you're somebody who plays with backing tracks. It gives you 3 different ways to get backing tracks into the S1 Pro Plus, and that just expands all sorts of possibilities when it comes to performing in a smaller setting. Maybe you're a solo performer with backing tracks, maybe you're a duo with backing tracks. This really allows you to do all of those things very simply and without really the need for any excess or extra gear. So while we're talking about inputs and outputs, there are a few more things to point out. You'll notice, of course, there's a power input. Like I said before, this is powered by a battery, but you can also plug it into any traditional power source, of course, to use the unit or charge the battery. So really, really cool. It's got an 11-hour life, and that's amazing, actually. It really just kind of opens up possibilities to do anything with it. And we all know how it can be sometimes when you get to a gig and you're looking for that elusive power outlet. Well, this allows you to not really worry about that, at least for your portable PA system. There are 2 USB ports on the back of this. Now they do 2 very different things. Your traditional USB 2.0 port is a charging port. How many times have you been on a gig where you need to charge your phone? Maybe you have a battery pack that powers a little miniature pedal board. Maybe just, you name it. I mean, like, everything's powered by USB these days. So having the opportunity to charge something right from your portable PA is really great. You don't have to remember to bring a charger for your peripherals then. The other thing is you have a USB-C port. Now this is very cool. This allows you to do something called live stream mode. Basically, it turns the Bose S1 Pro Plus into an audio interface. You can take the audio, the mix that you have dialed in on this unit, and take it right into a computer via USB-C. So you could be streaming your performance, your audio, right into a computer. If you have a camera, you can match it up with that, and all of a sudden you've got a really high quality stream of what you're doing on your gig or in your studio. It's very interesting that they added this. It's a really cool feature that I think a lot of people who are innovative with that sort of technology are gonna have fun with. So like everything these days, the S1 Pro Plus is a connected device. And what I mean by that is it has an app that you can actually control the unit from. So you might be saying, why do I need an app if you just showed me all these really easy, intuitive controls that I have? Well, the app allows you to do all of the things that the hardware controls allow you to do, but it gives you more, of course. So if you download the Bose app, what you get is the opportunity and ability to save scenes. You know how convenient and easy this can be, especially in the days of digital mixers. If you have a mix that you love in a room that you're often playing in or returning to, you can save a scene and return to it just like that. It really makes setup even that much easier. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it if you dial in something that you love. Speaking of dialing in sounds, if you are familiar with the Bose family of products, you've heard the word ToneMatch before. ToneMatch EQ is what Bose has developed to give you the optimal settings for very specific pieces of gear. And what I mean by that is, like, if you, for example, if you have an SM58 microphone and an acoustic guitar with an undersaddle piezo pickup, if you go through the ToneMatch EQ menu on the Bose app, they already have the optimal EQ settings ready to go for you. All you have to do is choose the preset that goes with your specific piece of gear, and they have tons of gear listed in there, and you are off to the races already with a basically perfect mix set up. It's optimized for your particular PA system that you're using and the particular gear that you have plugged into it. So I do have some practical gigging experience with the S1 Pro Plus. I actually took this out on 3 different solo acoustic gigs where I was singing and playing acoustic guitar, and all of them were outside. So I can tell you right now, you can read power ratings and speaker sizes. I was never looking for more volume from this unit. Again, I was outside on all 3 gigs, and I found that this thing actually moved plenty of air for the gigs that I was playing. These gigs also kind of helped me develop the 3 top use cases that I think you would have for a piece of equipment like this. So number 1, obviously, is an all-encompassing portable PA system solution. So if you are someone like me who sings and plays guitar, this is really just basically all you need. So use case 2 would be a powered monitor. This thing is compact, it's powerful, and you could really use it in conjunction with a ton of other PA gear. So let's say you have the larger Bose PA systems that they provide, and you want a spot monitor for one of the performers in an ensemble, or maybe for yourself if you're performing solo. You can use this as your monitor, and it just gives you a lot more flexibility with not having to rely on your main PA as both your monitor and what the house is hearing. This allows you to kind of be more creative as to where you place things and how loud you have to have things to get a perfect mix for what you're hearing on stage. So the third use case is for those guitar players, and there's so many of us these days who have direct or ampless rigs. So whether you're using an all-encompassing unit where it's got all of your effects built in as well as some amp modeling, or if you have a pedal board that is set up to be used in a traditional way, but also maybe with XLR outputs on it, this is for you. Sometimes, as we all know, even with the best in-ear monitors, it's nice to have a little bit of stage volume. Maybe the gig you're doing doesn't allow for you to have a full-out guitar amp on stage to do that. Well, that's where the S1 Pro Plus comes in. This can give you a little bit of stage volume from your direct guitar rig in a very compact, easy to use way. It's battery powered. You don't necessarily have to have another power cable on stage. You can just go into this, you can go out of this right to the front of house PA. If you have dual outputs from whatever your rig is, you could go here and then also front of house. The options are kind of endless, but I could see many scenarios where you could use something like this to make playing ampless as an electric guitar player a little bit easier and more versatile in all kinds of different gig situations. And now, as promised, the coolest and most game-changing feature of the S1 Pro Plus is its sort of secret weapon. You can optionally add 2 wireless transmitters to this unit. Yes, that's right, I said 2 wireless transmitters without adding any crazy gear. You do need these 2 modules. Now you'll see here, you can actually buy them separately. So you can, if you need 2 instruments, if you need 2 microphones, you can pick any combination that you have. I have here the 1/4 inch version and I have the XLR version. Now what these allow you to do is go completely cableless for a gig. And I did this myself, and it's actually really incredible. It's incredibly reliable and incredibly easy to use. It's not like other wireless systems where you have to worry about frequencies or finding a clear channel. These plug directly into the back of the unit and they are charged in their storing stations. And when you unplug them, they automatically pair with whatever channel you have them plugged into while they're charging, and you have a rock solid wireless connection to your microphone or your instrument instantaneously. And again, this allows you to show up with no power cable because it's battery powered. You don't need an instrument cable. You don't need a mic cable. All you need is, if you're playing a solo acoustic gig like I did, a guitar, a mic stand, a microphone, and this unit, and you're ready to go. I was literally set up in less than 2 minutes. It felt just crazy to not have to plug anything in. And admittedly, it took a second to get used to. Certainly not from the sound I was getting, but just from the concept of not having to plug a whole bunch of things in. It's really cool, but once you get used to it, it's one of those things I think you're gonna have a hard time going back from. This is the ultimate configuration for the Bose S1 Pro Plus. Again, you can add these on as options, whether you want 2 XLRs, you want 2 1/4 inches, or what I have here, which is 1 of each. It opens up possibilities that are endless, and it is game changing for the portable compact PA world. Once again, my name is Tom Butwin, and this has been another episode of PG Plays. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out everything Premier Guitar has to offer on their website, as well as their YouTube channel. If you're curious about what it is that I do, just search for my name on the internet, and you'll find out all about me. I'd be happy to connect with you there. And until next time, keep playing, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.